Have you ever had a bad experience with someone and said the phrase, "I hope they get their karma"? I think we use this phrase a lot when someone has either intentionally or unintentionally hurt us in some type of way. And I don't think that we go around wishing negative onto every person that hurts us. However, I think that there are certain circumstances in which we can see that someone doesn't feel any remorse for the pain or the damage that they've caused in another person's life. And on a subconscious level, I think we just want that person to learn their lesson, to experience the pain that they're causing other people. I am a person that does believe in bad karma. I believe that we all experience some sort of bad karma in one way or another, whether we realize it or not. And I'm definitely not an exception to this rule. I have definitely experienced bad karma. You know what they say, what goes around comes around, and I definitely did not see this one coming. Hi, my name is Caitlin. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. So when I was 23, I lost all my friends. This was a pivotal life lesson for me because when you're 23, you find the most community in your friend group and your friend circles. So losing your friends at a time where you had just graduated college, and to make it even worse, it happened right before COVID started. So this was a very isolating time for me in general, and then to lose all your friends on top of that, where you have no way to make new friends, it was really hard. When you're 23, you feel like your friends are the most important thing in the world. So that's why it's really hard to lose your friends at that age. Growing up, I had a really close friend to me. Her name was Kayla, and she's almost like a sister to me in some ways. I have been friends with her since I was 8 years old, and over the years, we've been through a lot together. I used to go over to her house every day after school, and we used to ride the bus home together. I know her family. I've spent holidays with her family, and we've just grown really close together. So close to the point where I even became best friends with her cousin, and we all used to hang out together. Now her cousin, her name is Allie, and Kayla, Allie, and I became a little group. And over the years, we started including this girl, Sarah. So we started becoming close with this girl, Sarah, and Sarah knew this guy that I had a crush on. Kayla and I, we call her up because we're like, this is the perfect opportunity. Let's set Caitlin up this guy. So we're just being girls, and we call Sarah, and Sarah is like, okay, bet. Like, I'm so excited. We're gonna set you guys up. So Sarah is going to set up me and my crush, and she is planning on inviting me and Kayla to go meet my crush. Okay, we have those plans set. It's happening, it's in the works. And while all of this is happening, we're still continuing to hang out with each other and bonding. And Sarah and I decide to hang out with Kayla's cousin, Allie, one day. So Allie, Sarah, and I were all sitting in her bedroom, and this is when they bring up the conversation of Kayla. And they say, Kayla, you know, she has a new boyfriend, she's really into him, and we don't like him. I'm kind of sitting there like, oh, like, why don't we like him? What's going on? And they give their reasons. They think he's misogynistic. And I was like, yeah, I get your point. It sounds like he's like not the greatest person, but like, whatever. Sarah and Allie decide that Allie is also gonna come to meet my crush, right? Now the plans are to invite Kayla, me, and Allie to meet my crush. At one point in time, Sarah says, you know what, I don't really want Kayla to come. At that time, I thought, what am I gonna do, right? Like, I still wanna meet this guy. I don't know why she doesn't want Kayla around, but it's like not my business. And I can't, like, I don't know this guy. Like, I can't invite her to his house. It's not my house. Sarah is the one who is making the plans, so I can't control if Kayla gets invited or not. Allie, Sarah, and I, we go to hang out at this guy's house. Kayla texts me and she's like, why are you guys hanging out without me? We made these plans together. I'm sitting there like in the back of my head thinking, I can't really invite you. Like, it's not my place to invite you to these plans. But of course, I'm not stupid, right? So I didn't say that. I was like, I took accountability and I was like, hey, I'm so sorry. You're right. I didn't know you wanted to go so badly. Like, this is my bad. I'm so sorry you weren't invited. After Kayla had confronted me about excluding her from our plans to go hang out with my crush, Allie, Sarah, and I, we became closer. And we started talking more and bonding, and Kayla became closer with her boyfriend. There was some tension that grew over time because we had noticed that Kayla was spending so much time with her boyfriend, who we all just didn't really like that much. I remember there was kind of like this obsession with their relationship and what was going on between them, how much we didn't like him, and we're like, why is she with him? And because she's with him, that makes her a bad person because he's a bad person. It just became really deep. There was just so much anger and resentment over them dating, and it just grew kind of unhealthy. At one point in time, I decided to take a step back because I was like, is this something that I really care about? I remember that Sarah and Allie started getting angry with me once I took a step back. They started picking fights with me and becoming angry and resentful towards me. And I remember thinking, what's going on? Why are they so annoyed with me? And kind of just eye rolling at it. Like, I'm like, oh, whatever. Like, they're kind of in a bad mood. Like, what am I gonna do? I'm staying out of it. Like, this isn't my thing anymore. Like, I don't really care about their relationship anymore. So then the holidays roll around. I remember asking everyone what they're doing for the holidays. I'm like, guys, let's hang out. I'm excited. Let's just be girls and go out and have fun. And so I ask everyone what their plans are. So I asked Sarah, she's like, I'm going over to your crush's house with my boyfriend. And I was like, all right, got it. And then I asked Allie like what she's doing. She's like, I'm hanging out with my mom. And so it seemed like, okay, we're not hanging out on New Year's Eve. Got it, got the memo. I took the hint. I'm like, okay, for whatever reason, either we all just have different plans or we just don't want to hang out together. And I thought, okay, that's fine. I'm mature. I can handle it. So I asked Kayla, I'm like, Kayla, what are you doing? She's like, I just broke up with my boyfriend and I'm ready. Like, let's go have fun. Let's hang out. And I'm like, yes, bet. Okay. So we're hanging out, and while I'm with her, she then proceeds to tell me that Allie is actually going with Sarah to hang out at my crush's house without me. And I'm like, what do you mean? I was like, we just talked, like I just asked her like hours ago and she said straight to my face that she was going to hang out with her mom. Like, what do you mean? And she's like, yeah, that's what she told me. She told me that they're going to hang out together. I remember my stomach had dropped because I then came to the realization that we had been excluding Kayla and villainizing her and growing resentment and anger towards her for a reason that wasn't really real, and that the process had now been starting towards me. They had started excluding me and picking fights and growing resentment towards me for no reason. And that's kind of when it all just hit me at once. And I remember confronting Sarah and Allie about it, and I was like, hey guys, what's going on? They just were so angry and rude and really just being vicious towards me, honestly, and attacking my character. At that point in time, I realized that I needed to come clean to Kayla because I knew that Allie and Sarah were ganging up on people, whether they were aware of it or not. And I had to tell Kayla what was going on, that, you know, we weren't really being the greatest friends, and that we betrayed her and her trust, and that caused a lot of fallout. Sarah and Allie then were kind of like, we're done with our friendship. That was just a really painful time for me because I think I just started feeling the weight of everything that had happened and was going on. It was just really like a full circle moment. Like, I kind of saw the synchronicity of what happened to Kayla was now happening to me, and just feeling the weight of it and feeling the betrayal, feeling like people were gossiping about you, and feeling honestly exiled. It was really an isolating time period where I kind of was reflecting a lot on my actions over not only those past couple months, but honestly the years. There was many times where people were talking about my best friend behind their back and I didn't really stick up for them. I wasn't really super loyal. I would join in on it, and I don't think it came from a malicious place. It was just coming from a place of like wanting to bond with other people and friends and like not really knowing how else to do it. So I would just join in on it, and I wouldn't really think about my friend who probably would feel really hurt if they had known what was actually going on. Even though I took accountability in this particular situation, this was the only difference between Sarah, Allie, and I. Everything that they had done to me, I had also done to Kayla and participated in it. And there had been many times in my life where I had done this before and I didn't even take accountability for it. So I really just was sitting with myself and looking in the mirror of all the ways in which I wasn't really a good friend and didn't really deserve people like Kayla in my life. Kayla was always loyal. She was always a person who defended me, who supported me when no one else did. She will believe in you to the end of the earth. And I didn't really stand by my friends or protect them in the ways in which she has protected me. This moment in life taught me a lot about loyalty and how to prioritize who's important to you in life and who's not. And also taught me not to gossip about my own friends behind their backs, which seems like it should be a given, but I didn't know that this was a very important thing in friendship at that time. And again, I don't think I ever meant to be malicious. I think I just genuinely didn't think about my actions. Most of all, it taught me how to be resilient and rebuild my life and my friend group after losing everyone and everything. I learned how to be a better friend, and I'm a lot stronger now than when I was when all of this had happened. At the end of the day, we're all humans, and it's in your birthright to mess up and ruin things and learn from it. That's what living life is all about. And I think that that's one of the most beautiful things about being a human being. So if you've had any experiences with your bad karma, leave a comment down below, and I will see you in the next video. Bye!